Hi everyone, welcome to the webinar. Hope everyone's doing really well. Thanks so much for joining us. Sorry to ramp up the volume there when I meant to turn it down. I'm Roland Hamilton. Also presenting today is Bob Gentner. Bob, how are you?
Doing great. Thanks for joining the webinar, everybody.
Awesome. And presenting from the marketing department is Tuan Huynh. Tuan, good morning to you on the West Coast.
Morning.
Awesome. So here's a quick look at the topics we'd like to cover. Want to tell you obviously about the latest additions to our different product categories, including direct view LED, laser projection, and our interactive LCD panels. As we said, Tuan's going to share some updates from the marketing department. And we definitely want to answer any questions you may have. So as part of the webinar toolbar, you will find a dialogue text entry box where you can enter your questions. We're also going to involve the question entry box in the giveaway, so you definitely want to familiarize yourself with where that is. We're going to be giving away a QuickCast Pro 4K on the webcast today. We're going to announce the name of the winner live on the webcast. So if for whatever reason you don't want your name announced, you'll know what not to do when the time comes. And speaking of the giveaway, I can guarantee you that paying close attention will improve your chances of winning. So let's get started. Before we get into the product section, just want to remind you that Optoma is the world's leading 4K UHD projector brand, as well as the #1 DLP supplier and 1080p leader in the Americas. We offer a comprehensive range of display solutions for all the vertical markets that you serve. And we're based in Fremont, California. So when you call our tech support or customer service line, you're going to be speaking to someone in Fremont, California. And they do show up early to support the East Coast. And you'll notice the 20th anniversary logo at the bottom right of the screen. Optoma was founded in 2000, which makes 2020 our 20th anniversary year. Very excited about that. So the first product we want to present is the new FHD Q163. On the right side of the screen is an image of the FHD Q130. I call them the Q130 and the Q163 for short. At InfoComm 2019, Optoma, we launched our first direct view LED product, the Q130. It won awards at that show, and we're now very proud to be adding to our lineup with the Q163. It's a 163-inch all-in-one display versus the Q130 was 130-inch. Is a 130-inch all-in-one display. Both are current products. We're not discontinuing one or the other. We're launching the 163. So I'll start by differentiating all-in-one from what you might be used to with direct view LED. Most direct view LED is kind of a custom a la carte product. You know, you mount the cabinets on the wall or wherever it's being installed, and you have to install the tiles and run the wiring back to a head end, which is composed of custom video processors and source equipment. It's all very design intensive, install intensive, and pretty complicated. The quad LED series from Optoma is pretty much the opposite of all of that. It's a single SKU solution. So you get one of these products, you unbox it, turn it on, add your source, just add power in the source basically, source content that is, and you're looking at a fantastic display. So everything is included and operation is basically as simple as a TV. They come pre-calibrated, and the new Q163 is expandable. You'll see a couple images in the presentation in just a few moments. You can actually mount them directly adjacent to each other or fly them together or put two of them on twin stands next to each other and turn it into an ultra-wide display. And they are available now. So moving on to some of the technical details of this product, the Q163. It's 1.9 millimeter pixel pitch direct view LED that works out to 1080p resolution at 163-inch size. Its brightness is 600 nits. And keep in mind that that is calibrated brightness. Many direct view manufacturers will give a brightness spec, but that's the raw brightness spec out of the box before calibration. As you know, when you calibrate LED tiles, you're basically taking every tile and dumbing them all down to the least bright panel. Ours come pre-calibrated, and we specify 600 nits of brightness for the system. Here's an image of the three-step deployment, one of the really unique features of this product, similar to the Q130. The Q130, the frame comes in 2 pieces. The Q163, the frame comes in 3 pieces. So you unpack the road case, which is included. You'll see an image of it in a moment. You unpack it, assemble the frame on the cart or the wall, or fly it if you want, add the tiles and switch it on. And this really revolutionizes the install process and what it means to deploy a direct view LED system. And the quad, we call it the quad, the Q in the model number. In other markets, they call the 163-inch version the Quadzilla, just because it's so big. When we say quad, we're referring to the quad pixel. Most direct view LED, each little diode is soldered to the board or the tile. We've packaged this technology, and I don't know of any other manufacturer that offers this. We package 4 LEDs into each surface mount device, and then each chip is encapsulated with this top protecting layer. And this gives it some unique benefits. It's quite durable. It has a super high contrast ratio, and the black level is excellent. When you go to a black image or just look at it with the power off, it's an excellent black level compared to other products out there. And it also offers that quad pixel technology is what enables the 170-degree wide viewing angle, which is an excellent feature. Also includes a built-in 4K scaler, so while the resolution of the panel is 1080p, you can feed it 4K content. It offers fast switching, quarter of a second switching between sources, 3G SDI. So it's basically an all-in-one commercial monitor at that large size and brightness. Also offers wireless content sharing. You can push content directly from your mobile devices. You can share from your screen share from your mobile devices. And another great benefit of the product is that it's natively 16:9 resolution. So with a lot of direct view LED, the end user doesn't account for how much money they're going to have to spend developing content. Whereas with a 16:9 display, all your standard content is already available for it. So from the end user's perspective, these are some of the benefits they're going to realize. Outstanding visual performance. The display looks fantastic. It's so bright, and the contrast is so high. It really looks like you're looking at a display of higher resolution than it actually is. And the rapid deployment, you can set this thing up from the time you uncrate it and start assembly, it's an hour or 2, literally, versus most other direct view LED solutions are a matter of days. And keep that in mind when it comes to the total cost of ownership. It is key with this product. You need to consider the install cost. You know, when you're looking at the price of these solutions, a lot of direct view LED might seem appealing up front, but when you look at the labor involved in content development and the other components that need to accompany that to make it a true system, it gets very pricey, so keep that in mind. And your clients are going to realize the whole system advantages. So because you're not dealing with an a la carte system that you've put together from different manufacturers, different processor, different source equipment, Optoma is able to support the entire solution. Bear with me for a moment. Bob, everything with the presentation in the green? You hear me okay? Just on my side, it looks like my camera's frozen.
Yes, you're coming in loud and clear.
Okay,
You can see the slides.
Is my camera all right?
Your camera is locked up right now.
Oh, okay, well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to turn it off and turn it back on again. Okay, I guess I'll work that out while my colleagues are presenting. So your customers are going to realize the whole system advantages. This is a single SKU. Every part of it is supported by Optoma. So should a service need or installation help be required, one call to Optoma solves it all. Single power cable, this point might seem a little silly, but there are some solutions out there where it says it's an all-in-one, but you have to connect multiple power cables to the line voltage. And there we see an image of the mobile applications. They are quite handy in terms of the end user experience. And we also offer an optional slot-in PC. Just keep that in mind. So this can basically be converted into a 163-inch all-in-one PC. And here we're taking a look at some of the most ideal applications for the Q163. Excellent potential for use in trade shows, digital signage, and higher education, but where we really see the most valuable deployment is in the corporate world, in high-end boardrooms, meeting spaces, and corporate lobbies. And because of the brightness, the large size, high brightness, it's perfect for those areas where a projection is kind of eliminated as an option because there's too much ambient light. At 600 nits, the Q163 is bright enough to power through any ambient light issues that you're having. And with that, it's time to answer some of your questions. Bob, do we have questions we'd like to take from the folks at home?
Yes, we are getting a few questions here. One is the power requirement. I'm not sure if that came in after you mentioned it, but it does require 220 volts. So that's a single cable, as Roland mentioned previously. Another question is, what is the vertical viewing angle on the FHDQ163? So both horizontal and vertical are approximately 170% viewing angle on that.
Or 170 degree, and it also
170 degree. Yeah, thank you.
And also supports. I may have forgot to mention, supports portrait mode. So especially for digital signage application, portrait mode is supported.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Yeah, there was another one here.
Sure.
Bear with me. Okay, it was regarding the audio. There's not an audio module, but there is a audio output from the direct view LED. It's a 3.5 millimeter plug that can be plugged into external speakers.
Awesome. Keep the questions coming in. We are going to have other portions where we pause and dedicate to taking your questions. So please utilize the question dialog box. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Bob. Bob, it's all yours.
Great. Thanks, Roland. We're really excited about launching a new category of projector from Optoma. Previously, in this category of products, you're looking at a 7,500 lumen laser projector. Prior to this product, you had to have a large chassis projector with an optional lens. And one of the disadvantages of that was the price point, probably $10,000 or more, and also the size of the cabinet. This new projector is more of a compact design, affordable price point that's going to open up the market for those customers that couldn't previously afford a 7,500 lumen laser projector. So now that can open up the market, and there's a lot of different applications that this projector is perfect for. We'll talk about the resolution of the product, the cabinet design, the chassis, and best of all, this product is now shipping. It's been under design for a while, and it's now available for shipment. So as mentioned, the ZU720T, it's a laser projector, 7,500 lumens, high resolution, so it's 1920 by 1200 native resolution, which is wide UXGA. So a nice bright image for a lot of different applications. It has a 4K UHD input, which is really a great feature. Instead of having to spend a lot of money to purchase a 4K UHD projector, we have this affordable product that will take the content from your 4K sources and display the most important benefit of those sources. So once you have this set up, you can display HDR content. And the benefit of that is when done properly, HDR content results in deeper, richer colors with brighter highlights and superior contrast. So image quality is outstanding. Also, this projector has full motorized lens shift. You have the ability to shift the lens vertically, plus or minus 55% of the image height. And you can move the image, again, motorized lens shift, left and right, up to 25% of the image width. Also, it has a 1.8 times zoom lens, and that allows a throw range from 1.44 to 1 all the way to 2.59 to 1. So you have very flexible placement of the projector and also perfect alignment of the image with the screen itself. This model also features integrated edge blending, image warping, four corner correction, and color matching. So these features are typically used in your multi-projector installations and when projecting onto a curved screen.
Hey, Bob, I was just going to mention there sounds, I'm getting a rustling noise or like scratching of some kind coming over your audio.
Okay, I'll try to.
I'm not sure if you got like your buttons of your shirt on the desk or something next to the mic. Something
All right, I'll try to move that away
not,
from
not
the
too
tower.
bad, just point it down. Thanks.
All right, thanks. So some of the key benefits of this product is, again, the compact chassis of the projector. It's a much lighter chassis than you typically get. So again, going back to the current products that are available with a full-size chassis with the optional lens, those typically weigh about 40 pounds. This projector is coming in at 28 pounds, which is about 40% less than other 7,500 lumen laser projectors that are available today. Also, the cabinet size is about 30 to 40% smaller than other 7,000 plus lumen laser projectors. Another benefit of this model is the Android operating system. This allows for over-the-air firmware updates. So if there's any changes to the firmware of the projector, you can just get it right over the network. Also, the Android operating system powers built-in media players. And so this allows you to plug in a USB flash drive and open those files that are on the flash drive. Optoma has what we call DuraCore laser light engine technology. It's designed to have extended use and unique installation applications. The ZU720T can be used to display in 360-degree installations. This allows the image to be projected at various angles, including onto floors and ceilings, and at all the different offset angles, 45 degrees, 180 degrees. You can also set this projector sideways and project into portrait mode. So again, with the DuraCore laser light engine, this model requires very little maintenance and is perfect for 24/7 installations. Some of the different applications that this projector is great for, it's going to be perfect for small to medium-sized auditoriums. If you have a large conference room installation, whether it's a large screen or a room with high ambient light, perfect projector for that. University lecture halls, house of worship installations, digital signage applications. And then when you have multi-projector installations with edge blending and stacking, and also if you have a curved screen display, you can set up the image to display on the curved screens and perfectly match the screen itself. Looking at some of the benefits of the Optoma laser projector line, one is that we have IPX certified optical engines. This is really called it's ingress protection, which means that dust particles are blocked from entering the optic engine. So this provides superior image display for long periods of time and lower maintenance costs. These units also have consistent brightness, consistent color display, and fantastic contrast. So again, virtually maintenance-free with the optic engine and also with the laser light source. Low total cost of ownership. So we've done some calculations recently on our laser projectors and found that basically a standard lamp projector plus 1 to 2 lamps is going to have the same total operating cost as a laser projector in that same category. So the laser light projectors are becoming much more affordable to be integrated into your systems. Other features include the quick on-off you have with the laser light source, and then environmentally friendly. You don't have to replace and throw out the old lamps that you had to with the older technology projectors.
Yeah, and thanks, Bob. Much appreciated. I saw one question came into the chat box that's particularly important to address before we move on. ZU720T, when we say fixed lens, we mean it's an integrated lens as opposed to an interchangeable lens model, not fixed in the sense it has a motorized lens shift manual zoom. So if there is a zoom range for the projector, it's fixed in the sense that it's not interchangeable.
Right, yeah, good point. Sometimes our terminology could be a little confusing, but that does mean that we have the zoom lens integrated, and also you do have that lens shift capability as well.
Yeah, I saw that question come into the chat box and thought we'd just address that one before we moved on. So in September 2018, we launched our interactive LCD displays. I was very proud to be a part of that then. It was the point where Optoma graduated and evolved from being just a projector manufacturer into truly becoming a display solutions provider. And we went through several generations, the RK series, the RK Plus, and now just a fraction over 2 years later, we're now launching our 5 series generation of interactive panels. So these, as our previous generations, are available in 3 sizes, 65, 75, and 86. I'm going to go ahead and highlight the map US pricing there for those 3 sizes. This is a 65-inch panel that I'm working with here in my home office. All 3 models are 4K UHD resolution. We've upgraded the newest generation to include an ambient light sensor, so that it automatically adjusts the room brightness level. And like the previous versions of panel, like the previous generations, we are tube certified for both low blue light as well as flicker free. You can have a look at the Tube website, Tube Rhineland, if you're interested in more about that. But it's a wonderful feature. I use it all the time in my home office. I adjust the blue light filtering to make it more comfortable during day, nighttime use. The anti-glare, anti-fingerprint tempered glass. It's also quite anti-scratch resistant. So the glass itself is very durable, as is the rest of the product. This is a 20-point touchscreen. This is a 20-point touchscreen, and we have gone to a dual tip pen design with this generation of panel, which gives you different writing tools with one side versus the thin versus the thick side of the pen. Not something we have time to demonstrate on today's webinar, but you'll see in another slide or two where you can sign up for a virtual demo, and we'll be happy to walk you through all the features. Here we see some details on the processor that we've upgraded. We've upgraded the computer processor as well as the graphics processor. And so these panels come with a built-in Android operating system. So out of the box, they're basically like a large Android tablet, web browser, digital whiteboard, media player, document viewer, kind of everything you'd sort of expect to be able to do for basic use is included. And they're also compatible via HDMI and USB, compatible with Windows PCs, Mac, Chromebook, Linux, if you wanted to connect a Raspberry Pi for some reason. And just like our Q163, we sell slot-in PCs that are compatible with these units as well. So there's 3 modes of operation. There's the built-in Android, there's connected to an external device, PC, Mac, Chromebook, or you can slot in a PC and basically turn it into a giant touchscreen all-in-one. So super flexible, and we also offer content mirroring from mobile devices, so you can cast content, videos, images straight from your mobile device up to the panel. From a customer perspective, they're going to realize the crisp visuals in the sense that these panels are fantastic displays just in and of themselves. I'm quite lucky to have one in my home office that I use as my primary or secondary monitor, depending on what I'm doing. And from a sales perspective, the 2 main strengths of these panels and the 2 main benefits that the customers are going to realize are the flexibility and ease of use, flexibility and compatibility in terms of it works. It can basically do everything you imagine and you want it to do, in the sense that there's the built-in Android, so you can do quite a bit by just giving it power and internet. Then when you connect an external PC, Chromebook, Mac, what have you, the sky's the limit. Whether you're running, CAD software, whatever software your users need to work with, there's an option for these creative touch panels to be the centerpiece of that workspace for corporate or education. So you can do so much with them. So whatever your customers want to do, the answer is most of the time, yes, it can do that. And they're very easy to use because it's based on a mobile platform, on an Android platform. You show people where the home button is, and that's all the training most users need, because we're all used to using mobile devices. We've made it intuitive and easy to use. I don't know how large you've got my webcam image, but on the right side of the screen, you can see the pen holder here. I'm not going to remove it now because it would change what's going on screen, but we've made it so intuitive that you literally remove the pen from its holder and it launches the whiteboard, and you can start collaborating with your team or sharing or whatever it is you need to do. Cloud drive access is very important. We've built in Google Drive, Microsoft OneDrive, and Dropbox is also available. So it's very easy to push and pull your content to and from the device. And the Jones Scheduler is a automated scheduling assistant application that we've built into the operating system. So it has like launch screen integration, and it's compatible with Google Calendar and G Suite Calendar, Office 365, Enterprise, and iCal. So the Jones scheduling widget is not something to be overlooked. And I just added this slide because I didn't want to forget any of the points where we've upgraded over the RK Plus series. So we've improved the hardware, we've improved the software, we've upgraded to a later version of Android, later and greater, which also the new software in compatibility in unison with the upgraded hardware allows multiple apps to run at once. You can do split screen with multiple apps, one on either side of the screen. We've improved the style and the design of the panel itself. The bezel width is now 18 millimeters, so a significant improvement just in how sleek and stylish the case is and the appeal of its looks. We've added the ambient light sensor, the dual tip pens. The team Tapcast, via the Tapcast application, we've enabled 6-way split screen. So 6 different audience members or students, if you're in an education environment, the screen will be divided and up to 6 people can share at once content from their mobile devices up onto the screen. That's a feature that, to my knowledge, is not available from any other interactive panel manufacturer. We've also improved the sound and the I/O function. The I/O function is excellent. We have an HDMI output that outputs 4K. It's fantastic if you want to feed the output into like a capture card to send out to the web. If you're doing remote learning, hybrid learning, you need to mirror what's going on screen. For folks in a remote location or broadcast environment, we've added the I/O functionality that makes that possible. We do free online virtual demo, risk-free. Just sign up, have your customers sign up. We will include a link in the follow-up email you will receive at some point shortly after the webinar. You can click that link, enter your information, and we'll contact you about setting up a virtual demo in a Zoom environment similar to this. I've also highlighted here where there's a button on each product's webpage at optoma.com. If you browse to the product and scroll down past the specs, there's a button that says request a virtual demo. Keep in mind that as distribution salespeople or resellers, you're more than welcome to participate in the demos yourself. So you can sign, if you have a customer or client that's interested, you think this would be a good solution for them, you can sign up on their behalf, schedule the call, join the call, and you can remain in control of the opportunity while letting us do some of the heavy lifting for you. And with that, it's time to take some more questions. Bob, any interesting questions we want to address?
Yeah, we got a couple questions coming in.
Awesome.
One was related to the 720, the ZU720T. What is the power draw? And will there be a 16:9 version? So the power is typically about approximately 530 watts power consumption. And there's not specifically a 16:9 version available, but you can set the projector to 16:9 mode and have that, of course, 16:9 aspect ratio up on display. Another question is there a replaceable filter? No, the ZU720T does not require a filter. So the optic block of the projector, again with the IPX rating, will keep the dust particles out of the projector optics, so there's no worry about that type of maintenance.
That's really going to be a feature and a benefit when speaking about any. I don't believe any of our laser projectors have filters necessary, and all of our laser models are ingress protected, IP rated to my knowledge. With the possible exception of a couple of our home theater models may not have an IP rating, but any of our business data projectors certainly will. Is that right, Bob?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Another follow-up question on the 530 watts, and that's at 110 volts, just to clarify that.
Awesome.
In regards to the IFP, what is the benefit of 20-point touch?
That's a great question. While I doubt anyone will actually use all 20 points at once, particularly with the larger sizes, the 86-inch version, the larger sizes are big enough where you could have 2, 3, or even 4 students or users drawing on the board at once. So that's one application that certainly comes to mind, that you would need more than 1 or 2 touch input points of touch input.
Okay. Another question, does the projector have an audio out on it? And yes, it does. It's a 3.5 millimeter output that you can connect to your audio speakers. Another question is, what do you feel are the main markets for interactive flat panels? And I can kind of touch on that. We're seeing really 2 strong markets for the IFPs. Number one is corporate installations. That's really taking off in that market. We're finding that the combination of the clean looking installations that you can have, the ease of use and integration with cameras for video conferencing, those are key benefits for that market. And then for the education market, again, the schools are finding that the integration is easier, interactivity is faster, and the screen sizes, the larger screen sizes, are becoming much more affordable. So they're switching from interactive projectors to interactive flat panel. So we're seeing that as being a huge trend right now.
Awesome. And with that, we're going to turn it over to Tuan to present a few slides, and then we'll get to the giveaway before too long, we promise. Tuan, it's all yours, sir.
Thanks, Roland, Bob. Hello, everyone. The marketing team works closely with our partners and sales team to help grow and support Optoma's overall business. I would like to share some marketing highlights. As the world's leading brand in 4K UHD projection technology, Optoma combines cutting-edge technology and innovation to deliver remarkable visual display products designed to connect audiences with engaging video and audio experiences. In addition to award-winning products, Optoma also offers extensive margin-rich programs to help support our partners. Programs include deal registration, pricing discounts, and lucrative reseller promotions and incentives, things like big cash spiffs, contests, and instant rebates. Optoma Rewards is your one-stop shop for detailed reseller program and promotion information. We encourage our resellers and dealers to register for Optoma Rewards at optomarewards.com. This is where you can keep up to speed on information on new products and programs and also take advantage of current rewards available. This is where you want to go to register for spiffs. Depending on the models you're selling, you can earn up to 200 US per unit sold. Please be sure to check your inbox for more information on our latest promotions, including instant rebates on the ProScene 506-606 series, free lens bundle for the EH505E, and a new ZW400. Or feel free to reach out to your local RSM.
That's not what I want to do.
And if you want to promote Optoma Visual Solutions, we've got free resources for you too. Optoma creates a large assortment of marketing assets that are available to every partner. Here's a quick peek at some of the assets available, but we have resources to help support any marketing initiative. Just reach out to your Optoma RSM or directly to me. We also offer flyers and brochures. Did it freeze?
I'm sorry, Tuan. I'm seeing the correct slide. The Optoma
Okay.
marketing resources are on screen.
All right, just making sure. Highlighted here is our education and LED display brochures featuring the direct view LED display you just heard about and our interactive flat panels. These assets will be available after the webinar, or feel free to reach out to me directly. Plus, you can visit our website for the downloadable spec sheets as well as product images. We also have an assortment of case studies available on our website. And PDFs are also available for specific case studies as well. And finally, especially since the majority of us are working from home these days, social media is key. So please follow Optoma's channels for articles and white papers, product news, PR coverage, and our YouTube channel offers tutorial videos and quick overviews on key features. Follow us to learn more about future contests for a chance to win.
Some Tuan. Yeah, sorry, I'm not sure what glitched there. Please forgive me for that.
No worries.
It is time. Yeah, it's time for us to give away a QuickCast Pro 4K kit to one lucky winner. We are going to award the prize to the first correct answer to the following question. So enter your answer to the following question in the chat box. The question is, what are the 3 sizes of Creative Touch interactive flat panel that we sell? We told you about we sell 3 sizes of interactive panel. What are those 3 sizes? You don't have to put inches. Just give us the numbers. First correct answer is going to win. And while we give Bob a minute to sort out who got their answer in first, I want to take just a moment and tell you about the QuickCast Pro 4K. It's our wireless 4K presentation system. Lets you basically share HDMI content up to 30 feet via paired transmitters and receivers. And the key benefits and the problem that this product really solves is a lot of customers want to have a presentation space where presenters can come in and start presenting wirelessly without joining the Wi-Fi network and without downloading any software. And this product fulfilled that need. You basically just plug in the transmitter side into your source device, just like the steps say here. Plug in the transmitter, press the big button, and it starts broadcasting their content. I've used it quite a bit myself, and it works just as well for video as it does for still presentations like this. And your customers won't have to share their Wi-Fi password or waste time downloading software. So Bob, do we have a winner of the giveaway?
Yes, we do. We had somebody that was a fast typer that got in there and said 55, 65, and 75, but I'm sorry, that's not the right answer. The correct answer for the interactive flat panels, we have a 65-inch, 75-inch, and 86-inch. And our first respondent was Veronica Russell. So congratulations
Veronica,
on that.
Congrats, Veronica. We have your contact information that you provided when you registered for the webinar. So we will get in touch about shipping your new QuickCast Pro 4K UHD out to you. Thanks everybody so much for joining us. Much appreciated. Be well. See you next time.
Thanks, everybody.